Good morning. Welcome the viewers. I am B. Muthuram, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. I would like to introduce in this lecture environmental impact assessment overall view. Nowadays, the environment due to the overall industry development and other activities, the environment has affected or impacted through the man-made or natural. These are the environmental impact assessment. First, what do you mean by environment? Environment is nothing but all living and non-living elements and their effects that influence a human life. So without environment, we are living to the earth. While all the living are biotic element are animals, plants, forest, fisheries and birds. Non-living are abiotic elements include water, land, sunlight, rocks, and these are the element. So we are the peoples are closely connected to the environment, as also the living organisms are connected to the environment. But due to some reasons, the environment has to impacted through the man-made or natural hazards. So we are protect the environment, our future generations. So how to impact the environment as a man-made? Due to some development project or development activity, due to the environment, we are affecting the some environment like for the fisheries, birds, animals, and also land, air, water. So we are the impact the environment. So the environment has polluted due to the industries, from the industries, and also fossil vehicles from vehicles. So the environment has to affect or impacted. So that impacted, how to measure the impact or how to measure the impact, how the peoples are impact to the environment. So it's nothing but environmental impacts are changes in the natural or built environment resulting directly from an activity that have adverse the effects on the air, land, water, fish and wildlife are the inhabitants of the ecosystem. So we need some benefit from the environment, so we can change the environment or we can touch the environment. So the environment has the polluted or impacted or do something, do the work in the environment, so we can attach to the environment. So in concern, we are depend upon the environment. So for example, I can do the development projects, like so many development projects are available there. So for example, on the land, highways, land, then development projects, power plant, nuclear power plant or water plant. So these are the development projects or development activities. That activity placed in the land. So we impact through the land man-made or other natural hazards. So the environment has the polluted or impacted. So how the assessment impact? So how the assessment the impact? It is one of the tools used to assess the significant effect of a project or development proposal on the environment. In environmental impact assessment, make sure that project decision makers think about the likely effects on the environment at the earliest possible time and aim to avoid the reduce or offset of this effect. So we control the affect the environment and prediction of impact. As a people, we are predict the impact, how the environment affect from our side. So we can predict the environment to reduce the environment. If once we are doing the any development projects or development proposal, we can do the environment. So we can consider the without affecting environment. If the environmental affect the we can predict the environment. Sorry, we can predict the impact. How to predict the impact? So we do the any projects, so we can predict the environment to the world. So we must know the prediction, what they are do the projects. So first of all, we know the what we are to do the project, the project, how the impact to the environment. So we can predict the environment. So if once you are do the any development projects, the projects are positive adverse as also negative also. So we can reduce the impact to the land, it is converted into the positive way. So that is called as the assessment. So in this slide I am show the some different three set of categories of pictures. In first pictures we know the environment without affecting any man-made or natural visible there. In other pictures, in this picture we can see the some difference. So in first picture the river was to the cross of the land. So we are constructing any dam or any other activities, so we can affect the or impact to the surrounding environment and surrounding peoples or surrounding wildlife, animals, flora, fauna, and also animals. So if you are starting the project, so the surrounding places are affected. So surrounding places are living the peoples and animals and forest or natural resources are affected. Why? Because we are doing the some projects. In that projects is also considered to the positive ways and negative adverse. So why we are conducting the impact assessment to the environment? Because we need the benefit from the environment, so protect the environment, so we can do the positive ways to the environment to the project. In another pictures we saw the environment like in these pictures we know that the project starting the projects, the environmental to the recycling materials are also polluted to the land or from the industries or from the vehicles or from the animals from the peoples. So the pollutants affected to the environment. So we can predict the environment, how the predict the environment. So to give the solution, to assess the problem, to give the solution to the environment, and how to control the this impact to the environment. So first of all, what is EAA? The environment is nothing but is a commonly described in the assessment of the impact as planned activity on the environment, including impacts on the biodiversity, vegetation and ecology, water and air. Is nothing but is one of the tool to assess the impact to the environment. So the predicting and evaluating likely environment, socio-economic, cultural and other impacts of the proposed project or development to define mitigation actions. So these are the environmental impact assessment. For example, the infrastructure development such as a dam, highway, landfill site and power plants. So these are the development projects. If once we are doing that type of projects to the environment, they affect the environment due to the various methods like the pollution, water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, and also other activities. We can find out the assessment and find out the mitigation measures. That mitigation measures is converted into positive way and negative ways. So we can reduce the impact. So we can reduce the impact and increase in the positive way to conduct the development projects or development activities to the environmental. That is called as the environmental impact assessment. Then why we are conduct on environmental impact assessment to the environment? Human well-being are closely connected to the environmental sustainability. So we are connected to the environment. So first of all, we protect the environment. After that, we are do the ourselves or our needs from the environment to increase our development activities from the environment. As a result, all from the human development such as building infrastructure, that is like infrastructure means like a road and pipelines, mines and tourism facilities, etc. So have an impact on the surrounding natural environment and vice versa. So in generally the affect the environment, they affect the environment natural hazards to the direct or indirect to affect the environment. As a human, we are affect the environment to the directly, because due to the construction of road, the construction of pipelines, the construction of mines and tourism places, so some disposal, some waste disposed to the land, so the land polluted. Then after that, it is affect to the whole world. So the finally the environment considers the impact. So something impacted or affected. Then because of the complex relationship between the natural and human environments, it is very important to try to predict the environmental and social impacts of the programs, projects and planned developers that may be alter the quality of the environment and impact well-being. So once we are starting the projects, it is nothing but to conduct the any special programs. We are connected to the social responsibility of the each and every man's. So we can aware the impact, why we are conducting the impact to the environment, why we are protect the environment, what is the necessity for this protect the environment. So all are known the environment as also if reduce the impacts to the positive negative ways to right ways. As a human population continue to the increase and the natural resources become more limited, and the importance of improving the sustainability of development and identifying mitigation measures and thus importance of creating high quality areas becomes greater. If once we are predict the impact or mitigate the impact, so it is avoid the impact on the before starting the project. We are avoiding the impact on the concern projects like land or water pollution, air pollution, etc. So these are the this is the main aim to conduct on environmental impact assessment to the environment. The next one, outcomes. So we are conducting the environment to the development projects. What is outcome from the environmental impact assessment? The final product of an AS an environmental statement or report. If once you are doing the any project or any development projects or development any activities, we can do the finalist the formations to the right the report, final statement to the report. The environmental impact assessment report provides the information to the decision makers. So it is very useful to the decision making for the environment. It is also issuing to an operating license, so they can properly assess the project's impact on the both the environment and the people. If you are doing the any projects, if once we are predicting the impact to the environment or surrounding areas, so we can predict the solution for us. We can predict the information to the particular project, so we avoid the impact, then reduce the impact, or it is developed to the positive ways. So these are the outcome of the environment. It is also we are depending upon the any managers or environmental managers, projects managers, or any social development activities they can do the environment. So it is both the environment and people as well as the benefit of these outcomes. Then the ultimate audience of the environmental impact assessment report is the decision makers. It aims to help them decide whether they accept the projects as it is, ask for the revision in the project, or rejected. If you are doing the any project, that project is major causes like causes liked by the from the industries or air pollutions or vehicles from the causes to the environment. If they doing the project affecting the majority of environment is affected, so the project is rejected, or if any corrections we need to make the corrections and correct it to the submitted to the government. So these are the outcome of environment. The next, what is the essential in the environmental impact assessment? What is the essential? So it is very essential to making the decision makers to assess the project impact in all its phases. It should be all allow the public and other stakeholders to present their views and input on the planned environment. So it is very useful to the decision makers. Before we are starting the project, what we are do and what we can do the particular projects. So before that we make the solution, or we make the importance to the environment. So it is very useful to the decision makers to assess the project's impact on all the bases. Then applicable to the all the actions expect to have a significant environmental impact. Then prevent two alternatives to compare to the proposed action, including the possibilities of not acting. Make clear the signification of probable impact to the expert and lay people. So once we have the experience for the environmental impact assessment, it is very useful, or it is spread up to the all the environmental, what is environmental impact assessment, what we are product the environment, how to solve the problems. We can start the any project activities. So it is very useful to the experts and lay of people. Includes the broad public participation. It is one of the major essential for the public participation. In public participations, the peoples are arranged to the any programs. So we can deliver the importance of the environment, how we are protect the environment, then what are the uses or what are the resources from the environment we can aided to the environment. So which includes the broad public participation to deliver the to create the awareness to the people or particular persons or particular agencies. Then also the program toward providing the information for decision makers, including the monitoring and control procedures. So we are reduce the control measure, we are reduce the impact on the environment. So it is aware of that we can reduce the environment and it is converted into the positive ways. Then what is purpose, why we are doing the environmental impact assessment for the environment? It is provided the prominent and decision makers as well as the members of the public with an understanding the potential environmental effect of the proposed action. So it is very closely because we are living the environment very closely as the animals and plantations. So these are really connectively to the environment. If the environment affect any development activities, so the environment is polluted or damaged. So if environmentalists must do the environmental impact assessment, we do the environment, it is the any problems occur, so we can predict the impact to the environment. So it is find the some solutions to the decision makers and also the public understanding the potential to avoid or minimize the adverse effect to the wherever possible. So once we are conducting the environmental impact assessment to the environment to avoid or minimize the adverse effect, which means the negative effect, negative impacts. So we can reduce the negative impacts. It is also way to increase the positive of the development project activities. So these are the purpose of EIA. Then next types of environmental impact assessment, I will show the some special some examples of the types of environmental impact assessment. Then the first one strategic environmental impact assessment, and second one regional environmental impact assessment, and third one sectoral environmental impact assessment, and fourth one project level environmental impact assessment. We discuss about one by one. The first one is strategic environmental impact assessment. It is the structural changes in the way things are evaluated for the decision makings. It is also refers the systematic analysis of the environment effects of development policies, plans, programs, and other proposed strategies, actions. So it is structural changes means is nothing but we can do any project to the environment. The environment is polluted or damaged. If many changes to occur to the environment, that changes affecting the peoples or affecting the plantations or affecting the aquatic animals or and etc. So this strategic environment assessment is a structural changes in the way things to the decision making. Before the starting the project, we can analyze the what are the changes made in the environment. So if it is finalized with the some solution to the environment. It is also refers a systematic analysis. It is like planning or program conducted, any planning and a process, any policy, environmental policies, any legal and regularity aspects of the development projects or proposed strategic actions or proposed development activities. So it is very useful to the identify the problem to the particular environment. So these are the strategic environment impact assessment. Then second one, regional. So the region is nothing but in particular locations we are address the environmental impact of the regional development plans. If the environmental effects are considered at a regional level, then the cumulative environmental effects of all the projects within the region can be accounted. If any for example, if any region or any locations, in particular locations we are conducting the environmental impact assessment to the development projects, it is mainly focused on the particular region level. So the development activities affect the considered a region level only, then it is accounted to the accounted to the particular region level only to be accounted or corrected to the projects. Then it is also mitigate the impacts to the environment. So these are the regional level impact assessment. Then third one, sector level, third one, project level impact assessment. The project level impact assessment is nothing but any development activity in the isolation and the impact that it is export on the receiving environment. So many development activities we are doing the day by day life. We are conducting the any major industries or pipeline projects, any cement manufacturing process companies, or roadways, land fillings, any municipal solid waste processing plant. So these are the development activities. The development activities we have known about how the project affect the environment. So once we are conducting the any starting the impact assessment to the starting the development activities to the proposed activities, so we can predict the impact, so we can solve the issue to the concerned environment. So it is very useful to the receiving the environment of the concerned peoples. The next one is the sectoral environmental impact assessment. Sectoral environmental impact assessment will helps into the addressing specific environmental problems that may be encountered in planning and implementing sectoral developmental projects. Is nothing but addressing the some specific environmental problems. If we are doing any projects, for example, we are doing any treatment plantations, starting the industries, so the waste from the so many industries, so we are collecting the water and stored from any one of the places. So the water polluted to the land, if once the land affected, so the living organisms are in depending upon the land users, they are affecting the these projects. So we are reduce the impact from the industries, what they are waste from the coming from the industries, what we are tell them how we are reduce the impact from the industry waste. So we can manage the specific problems, how to reduce the problems occur from the industry, how we are predict the solutions or give their solution to the stop the problems are particularly very closely to the environment. So this is the sectoral environment is the one sector of it is any planning resources or any development activities or any development policies or environmental policies here we are considering and give the suggestions from the expert from the any environmental agencies managers. So these are the types of environmental impact assessment. The next one is environmental impact assessment process. Though in before cases we discuss about the what is the environment, what is impact, then what is assessment, then how to assess the environment, what is the benefit, what is the outcome of the environmental assessment, what are the types of environmental impact assessment. In before videos we have discussed about. Then first, how we start the environmental impact assessment process, why we are starting the environmental process, what are the uses, then where can we apply the process, what are the benefits from the EA process. So we are discussed one by one for this slide. So first, what is environmental impact assessment process? The process is nothing but inform the decision makers and the public of the environmental consequence of implementing a proposed projects. So if once we are submit the any proposed projects, so we understand the surrounding areas, or we are understanding the what are the things available in the land, what are the uses are used in the particular places. So first, we are predict the environment, how we are started the proposed project, or any specific locations or any specific places. So before starting the work, we are understanding the location of the particular area. So it is very useful to the decision makers for the public of the environmental, because we are connected to the socio-economic environment. So at any cost, we don't know the affecting the environment. It is, if once we are affecting the environment, it is the future careers we are affecting the environment. So then it is also is a document itself, a technical tool for the identify, predict and analyze the impact on the physical environment. The environmental impact assessment process is one of the tools. It is assess the identifies, predicts and the analyzes impact on the physical environment. First, we are starting the any proposed projects. First, we are identify the impact, or identify the problems, or identify the any identifications from the industries, or any identification from the peoples or animals. So first we find the identifications, then how then predict the impact. First we identify the problems, then predict how we are predict the problems in the from the identifications, then analyze the problems, what are the way we are analyze the problems and reduce the negative impacts and increase the positive ways to the development activities, as well as the social, cultural and health impacts. If the EA process is successful, it identify the alternatives and mitigation measures to the environment impact of the proposed project. When you are starting the project, we also study the feasibility studies, because the feasibility studies are very important to the developmental projects or developmental activities. So is feasibility studies is nothing but what are the alternative solutions give their peoples, or give their public, or give their given to the plantations or animals or aquatics animals. So we study the both the construction base as well as the operation base. We can find the proposed project and also measure the mitigations to reduce the environment of the alternative analysis. So once we are starting the projects, we are give their solution to the it is alternative solutions are to be made in the particular projects. Then the process also serves an important procedural role in the overall decision making process by promoting transparency and public involvement. So first of all, we know the already we know the why we are conducting the process, what is environmental impact assessment. Then it is very useful to that before starting the projects, we make the decision makers for the promoting the transparency and the public involvement. So it is very useful to the prediction of impact assessment. The next one, benefits. What are the benefits from the EA process? Potentially screens out environmental unsound projects, then proposed modified designs to reduce environmental impacts, identify the feasible alternatives and predict the significant adverse impact, identifies the mitigation measures to the reduce, offset or eliminate the major impacts, and enhance the informs the potential affected community and individuals, influence decision making and the development of terms and conditions. So some benefit, we are conducting the environmental impact assessment process, some benefit from the our side as well as the environment side. It is the screen out the environmental unsound the projects. It is also useful to the reduce the noise or reduce the vibrations during the starting of the projects. Then propose to modify designs to reduce the environmental impact. If any projects we are starting, the design solutions may be modified, so it can be used to reduce the environmental impact. Then identify the feasibility alternatives. So once we are starting the projects, we also study the what are the alternatives give their peoples. Once if we are affecting the environmental, or once if we are affecting the any particular places, the already the exist areas are affected, so give there some solutions or give there some alternatives to the environment. It is also useful for the significant adverse impact. So it is adverse impact, it is predict the positive and negative ways. So reduce the negative ways is converted into the positive ways of the concerned project. It is identify the mitigation measures. So it is very useful to the mostly we are avoid or reduce the impact and then obsolete, then eliminating the major impact. So overall we are eliminate the major impacts we are not occurring during the project timing. Then enhances and inform the potential affected, communicate to the individuals. It is very useful to communicate to the people. So what is the major benefit for potential? It is useful to the impact to the concerned persons, project persons. It is also used to the decision making for the any developmental projects of the terms of conditions. So these are the EA process flowchart. I will show that. So first we identify the project or we submit the project proposal. So first one is identify the project or action, and second one is screening, and third one is if screening we are the EA required or not required. We are find whether the project is required for the environmental impact assessment, whether the project is not required for the environmental impact assessment. So first we find the environmental impact assessment from the screening process. Then public participations, we are the scoping, draft environmental impact assessment, final environmental impact assessment, decision maker or environmental clearance, then project rejected or project approved, then project implementation and monitoring, as well as side by side we are study the feasibility studies, baseline studies and impact studies, then administration and our judicial review, then project rejected or approved, project implementation and monitoring. So these are the environmental impact assessment process. We can start the project or we can start the any development activities or any development proposed projects to the government or submitted to the government. If once we are starting this environmental process for these steps, we are find the what we are do in the environment, then how they predict then how protect the environment without any impact to the environment. If any impact coming from the project work, we can reduce or give their solution or give their alternative solutions to the concerned projects. So first we are submit the proposed area. If any proposed activities or any proposed development projects, we are submit the proposed area. So it is also one of the flowchart for the finding the environmental impact assessment process. First of all, submit the proposal project. So we can, if once we are do the any project activity, for example any cement manufacturing company, once we are deciding starting the any project, so first we submit the proposal. So it is only for the EA study, so we can study the environmental impact assessment studies. Then this is for the input of the project. Then second level is environmental management plan. It is the output of the your proposed project. So in this case, in this environmental impact assessment process, we can study the environmental impact only. It is not any protocol or any prototype projects show that it is only the feasibility study of the environment, how the project affected to the environment, how they get the approval from the central government and state government, or how the feedback, how the introduced to the peoples or on the other authorities or municipalities. So these are the one of the study of the environmental impact assessment process. After that, once you get the approval from the state government or central government, then we will start the project, what they are defined or what they are designed or what they are submitted to the government. Then you start the projects, sorry, you start the your projects will be started or monitoring and implemented of the projects. In this case, we are studying only for the environmental impact assessment study only. That study how we are start the environmental impact assessment for any development projects. I am show the flowchart for the environmental impact assessment for the EA process flowchart. First one is proposed project proposed. In this project, we explained the consideration of alternatives and the selection of prepared approaches. When which means what is our project, what is our aim of the project, what is the uses, what are the applications we are studied, then what are the benefit of the project, so then what are the negative impact of the projects. Then in this project we are start if the what are the impact to the environment or in any other plantations. So we are consider our detailed solutions or detailed statement giver there the proposed projects. Then screening. The second process is screening. How to start the screening, what are the why we are doing the screening process of our proposed project. So screening process nothing but whether the project is required for environmental impact assessment or not required for environmental impact assessment. So first we find out the whether the project is required or not required. If once we required for the concerned project, we can start the scoping, baseline data collection, impact prediction, impact assessment, mitigation, monitoring, then environmental impact assessment review, then implementations, then approval, auditing, management, post project auditing. These are the second category of the project. Once we are getting the environmental impact assessment for the concerned projects, or otherwise if you know the any environmental impact assessment required for the concerned project, we stop the further studies like scoping, baseline data. We are not study the further data if only applicable for the required for the development activities, because the development activities to the land. So the mostly affected to the land materials like polluted to the impact to the land, air, water and socio-economic and cultural activities from plantations and flora. So these are the affecting of the major affected when you are starting this project. So we can predict the impact to the concerned environment. So first we find out the whether the project is determining the whether the project is required or not required, or it is necessary for the concerned project, or it is not necessary for the concerned project. So these are the screening process. Then scoping, which means we deciding the what are the issues to be addressed. Once we are starting the process, what are the issues made from the environment, or what are the issues occur from the starting of the project. So we define the what are the issues like social economical issues or plantation issues, any aquatic animal issues. So we are the predicting the environment or deciding the issues. So we can conclude the issues of the our report. Then baseline data collections, the collecting of the relevant data of the status of the environment. So once we are starting once we are starting the project, we are collecting the data from the concerned project peoples or concerned public participation. So we are organize the any public participation to the particular projects. So we are starting so you convey the projects, or we convey the any development activities through the people or public. So through the multimedia, newspaper, adding up any something. So these are the publicity of the concerned project to the environment. So we discuss one by one. So first one is I am already explained the what is proposal activities. So the goal of this steps to define the project with enough specificity and accurately determine the zone of possible impact and to include activities that are closely connected with the proposal so that the entry of scope of the environmental impact is evaluated. This helps in deciding the possible zones of the environmental impact. So this is the first step to define the project with enough specificity or accurately determine the zone of the possible. Why we are starting the project or why we are develop our projects? Because day by day we are the populations are very growth, so populations growth is very increasing nowadays, so we need the we need the any benefit from the environment or any peoples, so we are increasing the rate of developmental activities, so we are affecting the natural environment, we are determine the any zone or any particularly we are define the project why we are need the project for the particular area. So if any projects we can choose the any particular location. First we define the project why we are doing the project for the particular location or particular area or particular region or particular districts or particular state. So we define. After that we start the projects connected with the people so that the end scope of the environmental impact is evaluated. This helps to the deciding the possible zone of the environmental impact. So it is deciding the possible zone. If once you are starting the project, the impact definitely impacted. So the impact is converted into deciding of the possible zones of the environmental impact assessment. Then another one is the screening. I am already told that the screening is the process of deciding and whatever and the environment is required. If once we are starting the project, whether the project is here required or not required, this may be determined the size of the project. So in the screening process we mentioned the size of the project, like scale of investment, types of development, location of development. A scale of investment is nothing but the area. So these are the scale of the environment. Then type of development, which type of development to include in the particular projects, and also where we are located or where we are developed the project to the particular places. So these are the location of the development. Some project may not required for the environmental impact assessment without any affecting the environment. So we don't know the any environmental impact assessment for the particular projects. It's generally determined by the size of the project and is sometimes based on the site specific informations. So it is now, so mostly it is useful for the site specification information only for the some may not required for the environmental impact assessment projects only. If once we need the environmental impact assessment, next you start the scoping process. If we don't know the environmental impact assessment, we stop the site specific information alone. It is enough for the doing the any major any minor projects. Then another one is scoping. The scoping is occurring in the project cycle at the same time outline the planning and the pre-feasibility studies. Here pre-feasibility studies, which means to identify the what are the resources available in the particular locations, then what are the peoples are occupied by the land, then what are the animals occupied by the land, what are the aquatic animals, so we can survey the particular area. After that we decide if once we are starting the project, that place or locations. If we don't know the any issues or we don't know the any feasibility studies, we are doing not any environmental impact assessment for the particular places. Then identify, it is very useful to the finding the pre-feasibility study of the concerned projects. Then identifying the key environmental issues and possibly of the most important. So what are the key environmental is nothing but what are the exact solution or what are the exact
impact to the particular, what are the exact needs for the particular area. So we are identifying the needs of the project, we are starting the particular locations. Then it is also undertake the projects affect on the land, air, soil, noise level, air quality and physical impact. It undertake the projects affect on air, water, soil, noise level, air quality and physical impact. Once we are starting the project, any development projects, it is definitely affecting these following physical impact likely affected to the air, water, soil and noise level, land. So these are the affected. So we can find the how they are affected the air, then water, soil. So it is what are the way to reduce the impacting the water, land, air, etc. So we reduce the negative impacts is converted into the positive impacts. It is also issue the consent decides to assessment methods, identify the affected parties and invite the public participation for the agreement of the debatable issues. So it is very useful to the intimate to the public participation is in environmental impact assessment is very important. One thing is the public participation is a must. We are conducting the any public participation program or any public participation awareness to the people or awareness to the public or awareness to the society. So these are the very important program for the public participation. So what are the peoples are the public participation, what are the joining the public participation, why we are conducting the public participation for the concern project, why we are getting the benefit from the participation, then why we are what are the benefit from the industries, what are the benefit from the peoples. So we are explain the detailed in the screening process. After that we start the agreement process, then find the next decision making. So these are the scoping, we are determining the scoping process. The next one, impact prediction. Once we are starting the project, we are predict the impact, how the environmental is impacted as a man-made. So the impact prediction way of the mapping of the environmental consequence of the significant aspects of the project and its alternatives. So we are mapping the environment, we are starting the project, it's mapped to the environment. So we can find the significant aspects of the project and its alternatives. Then so which includes the two categories. First one is identification, second one is prediction of impacts. The identification is nothing but to be initiated the scoping stage itself. The initial identifications may be confirmed, the new ones are added and when the investigation is reviewed. If once we are starting the projects, we are known the prediction or we know the impact to the land, so we find the initial identifications, it is confirmed and the started the new ones. So it is very useful to the further investigations or further reviewed for the concerned projects. Then another one is prediction of impacts is nothing but both qualitative and quantitative measures, which means the scale and the severity of the impact determined by the whether it is reversible or irreversible. We can find the impact prediction. So if it is reversible, then it may taken to be the low impact. It is adverse means it cannot be reversed, then the impact is to be very high. If once we are starting the projects, the impact is the minimum or minimum of the impact to be occur, it considered as the reversible impact. So in more impact affected to the peoples or animals or plantation even environment, the impact it is overcome. So it is short term impact, the medium impact, the long term. The short term impact is during the years 3 to 9 years, then medium impact to the 10 to 20 years, the long term impact is nothing but the beyond the 20 years. In this impact prediction also we discuss the environmental risk assessment, because the risk assessment is one of the very important for this environmental impact assessment process. In this case the impact is very low, there is no problem. The impact it is very high, so we are finding the risk assessment for the concerned project. Then why we are conducting the risk assessment for the concerned projects. So it is useful to the reduce the negative impacts. It is for the decision makers. So it is the it is the impact prediction. Then starting the impact predictions, then mitigation, how to mitigate the impact the environment. This stage include the recommended actions that can be offset the adverse impact of the project. This is done with the idea of lessening the negative effects and improving the scope of the project benefits. So it is recommended actions. If once we are finding the impact of the any projects, we definitely recommended for the our own suggestions. It is not necessary for the concerned project. It is very important for the any projects. So that can be useful to the furthermore we can study or we can lead the projects for the next level. It is a mitigation is useful to the projects move on the next level. This is done with the idea of the lessening of the negative effects and improving the scope for the project benefits. So it is also learning some negative effects and improving the scope for the benefits. So here the scope of the benefits mitigating measures may be the preventive public awareness program. We are conducting the public awareness program and to reduce the potential reactions and to give the corrective solutions, putting into the place devices and installation. So these are the mitigation process. Then once we are conducting the mitigations, we are writing the report making, which means the reporting to the decision by making body. So the project authorities have to finish the following documents of the environmental appraisal of the development project, detailed project report, filled in the questionnaires, environmental impact statement. It should be provided the possible impact and the negative impact, the impact on the soil, water, air, land, flora, fauna and wildlife, the environmental management plan. If you are starting the project or study the feasibility studies or water environment, land environment, air environment, so we can write up the some report to the what we are do this project. So you should make the report preparations. So the if you are making the report preparation, the following details are included in our report decision making. Detailed project report, what are the duration of the project, what are the location of the where the located the project, how we are analyzing the impact and the prediction assessment, what are the tool using the assessment. Then filled in the questionnaire, which means the public participation is important. So we can find the any data collections from the stakeholders or public participations, humans or any consultancy or any industries peoples. So give their statement or give their opinion to the particular project. So we are create the filled in the questionnaire with the answers, questionnaire yes or no questions. We have formed the questions. Then environmental impact statement is one of the document making process. It is a positive and negative of the project. It give their document. It is very useful for the environmental impact statement. Then also how the impact on the natural hazards, natural impact or natural environmental, which means soil, water, land. So these are the how the impact affecting for the environment. What are the solution we are doing, what are the solution give their impact, or what are the mitigations we are predicting the impact on the land area. So these are the impact on the process, which is also helps to making the decision making of the report writing. Then another one is management, environmental management plan. So is nothing but it is the protocol type. It is once we are getting the approval from the state government or central government, we are starting our project implementations work. This environmental management is nothing but the output of the concerned projects. Next we are conducting the public hearing. So here the public hearing is very important after the completion of the EA report. But before stage we are conducting the public participation. Once we are starting any development project activity, you should survey for the concerned locations or staying the peoples. You collect the sample opinion. We are collecting the survey of the concerned peoples through the president or unit president. So we are collecting the some information or some data is collecting from the public participation. After the completion of EA report, the law encourages that the public must be informed and consider the proposed development. After the completion of EA report, anyone likely to affect the proposed project is entitled to the have access to the executive summary of the project. If we are starting the project is majorly affected for the any executive summary of the project will be cancelled due to the over impact of the environment. So it is not necessary for the environment. So the effect of the persons may include the bona fide the local residency, local association, environmental groups activity in the area, any other person located at the project site at the site of the displacement. Then they are to be given an opportunity to make the oral written suggestions of the state pollution control board. So we are conducting the public hearing, so which make the affected persons, we are collecting the data from the affected persons. So what are the projects we made? So the projects are affected in particular places. So we are collecting the any advertisement to give their peoples. So that is also you make the any suggestions from the peoples. Then after that you conclude the solution written suggestions for the state central government pollution board. The next one is auditing. Then we are conducting the auditing in order to capitalize the experience of the knowledge to guide the least stage of the environmental is to carry out an environmental audit. Sometime after completion of the project or implementation of the program, it will therefore usually be done by the separate team of specialists, so that working in the bulk of the year. The audit should include in the analysis of the technical procedure and decision making aspect of the environmental impact assessment. The technical aspects include the adequacy of the baseline studies. Here the baseline studies is nothing but what are the uses or what are the resources are used for the particular peoples or animals. So these are the feasibility studies of the baseline data. We collecting the data from the particular people. Then we are accuracy the predictions and suitability of the mitigation measures. How we are mitigating the measures for the developmental activities. It is a procedure to aspects include the efficiency of the procedure, the fairness of the public involvement measures, and the degree of coordinations of the rules and responsibilities. So in the auditing statement we are described the data or analysis or design procedures or design cost and estimation of the concerned projects. What we are give their alternatives to the projects or alternative to the peoples or animals. So these are the auditing by the auditing managers or auditing departments for the environmental impact assessment. Then review. If once you are submitting the review report, we are finally the report is prepared, it may be reviewed based on the comments of the input of the stakeholders. If once we are starting the projects, we are collecting from the feedback from the stakeholders, like stakeholders which means the public participation, any other industries persons or any other institutions. So these are the stakeholders. We are collecting the feedback from the stakeholders. After that we final the report or to the committee. We are review the we are submit the report to the committee. Then we are making the final decision making. So the final decision is based on the environmental impact assessment to approve or reject of the project. This is the open to administrative or judicial review based on the procedural aspects. Once we are conclude the report of the project, we are decision making. After that before that you study the lot of studies, baseline data studies, impact petition, public hearing, auditings. So these are the studies. We conclude the final report. The final report review by the administrative or judicial review. If once we are not satisfied the projects, we are reject the your projects of the aspects. Then if once we are selected for your object, then management and monitoring for the part of environmental impact statement. If you once we are submitted the documents, we are covering the monitoring and management is often referred as the environmental action plan or environmental management plan. This section not only set out the mitigation measures need of the environmental management both in the short and long term, but also the institutional requirements for the implementation. The term institutional is used to here in the broadest context of the encompass a relationship. It is established by the law between individual and government. It is also individual and but group involved in the economic transactions developed to the agricultural, articulate legal, financial, administrative links among the public agencies motivated by the socio-physiological, psychological among the groups and the individuals. So these are the management and monitoring to the concerned environmental projects. Then post project monitoring and environmental clearance conditions. Once we are starting the project, after that give the duration for the project your implementation. After that you get the environmental clearance, NOC. Once a project is approved, then it should function as per the conditions stipulated based on the environmental clearance. These conditions have to be strictly monitored and implemented. Then monitoring should be done during the both the construction and operation phase of the project. So we verify the monitoring team or monitoring functioning during the if once you are starting the project, the construction phase and the operation phases, the monitoring will be very careful and strictly we are followed the monitoring. This is not only the ensure that the commitments made are the complied with, but also to observe the whether the predictions made in the environmental impact reports we are correct or not. So which is also the ensure the management like monitoring. So if once we are mentioned the report, we are whether the starting the projects is yes or no, we are connecting the monitoring peoples. Then after that we are getting the project implementations. If once getting the project approval, we can start the implementation of the our respect with the regularity and the requirements are made the permits obtained, the mine development will proceed the following project decisions, and once opportunity for the administrative and or the judicial review executed. So once again repeat. So first you should prepare the project proposal, then it is considering alternatives and selection of the prepared approach, and then after that the screening process. In the whether the screening process is nothing but the project is whether required or not required to the define. Then scoping process, the scoping process is nothing but issue the deciding the what are the issues needed to the environment to be clearly addressed. Then after that we study the baseline data collections. It is collecting the relevant data to the status of the environment. What are the status like water environment, then air modeling, what are the modeling the noise pollutions, air pollutions, so that the basic data are collecting from the environment. Next process we are starting the impact prediction. It like the forecasting of the likely changes of the environment result of the development projects. If once we are starting the project, the impact will be affected, so we are predicting what are the changes to the environment from the development of the project. Then after that we find the impact assessment. The impact assessment is nothing but evaluate the significance of the identified impacts. In impact prediction, what the impact predictions we are already predicted, then we can assess the impact. Is nothing but evaluating the signification of the identified impacts. Then mitigations, measures that taken reduce the remedy, or if once you are impact assessment, we can reduce the impact. It is advisable to the impacts or enhance the positive ways to the convert into the positive ways. Next one, the environmental impact statement. Once we are starting the before that we are monitoring, auditing, these processes are available in the environmental impact process. Then after that, the environmental impact statement, this is the final document screening the record information related to the environmental impact proposed development for the including informations gathered to the during of the early pass of the environmental impact assessment process. Then environmental impact assessment review, the examination based by the committee. We are forming the any committee, we are presenting there our own developmental activities, our own proposed projects. The committee will decide that the project is whether it is applicable or not applicable, it is required or not required. They are the predict the solution, they give their solution. If once we are submit the report, we are totally we are fill up the top to bottom details, what are the design we are made, what are the solutions, what are the benefit, what are the impact, what are the negative impact, what are the positive impacts, what are the benefits from the land, what are the benefits to the environment, to the peoples, to the company, to the government. So everything should be clearly mentioned in the final review of the environmental impact process. After that, the committee will be reviewed. If once we are getting the approval, we start the programs, that which means the implementation of the project. If you are not apply the, if you are not accepted your project, we can do the process once again. It is any changes or any modifications or any deviations for the process, you can correct it and submit the re-approval process for the environmental impact assessment. So these are the environmental impact assessment process. In addition to so we have discussed the statement, the environmental impact statement under United States Environmental Law as a document required by the 1969 which Act of the National NEPA, National Environmental Policy Act. So you should submit the proposed project proposed activity projects. You should submit the national environmental under the NEPA for the certain action significantly affecting the quality of the human environment is a tool for the decision making. So it is making of decisions, it is the protect the environment as well as the human livelihood, which is the main aim of the environmental impact statement. You should follow the some legal and regularity aspects in India because the environment is some most of the resources we are using without any conditions or without any restrictions. We are using the environment. So without any restrictions, if we are using the environment or get the benefit from the environment, so the totally environmental will be affected. So if once you are doing like that, the environmental surroundings fully affected without any deviation. So we form the some legal provisions of the to protect the environment or to protect the animals, to protect the aquatic animals. So we can find give there some solutions or give there some conditions, terms and conditions under the Act of National Environmental Policy Act of 1969. So we formed the some Protection Act. The first, the Environmental Protection Act 1986, after the then Water Pollution Act, Air Pollution Act, then Wildlife Protection Act, then Forest Conservation Act, then Public Liability Insurance Act, then Water Prevention and Control Pollution, National Environmental Tribunal Act, the National Environmental Authority Act, then Biological Diversity Acts. So we form the legal provisions. So we form the legal provisions for the environmental assessment for the some act. So we can control or we can manage the environment. So without any deviations or without any restrictions, we can save our environment. So if from this act we are reduce the impact of the concerned projects. So these are the environmental impact assessment overall process. Once again we are repeat from the beginning of the slides. So
So we discussed the what is the environment, what is impact, what is assessment. So these are the projects for the sample affecting the land, how they are affecting the land. So these are the sample way. Then we are conducting the environmental impact process for the developmental activities. If you are starting the environmental process using some methodologies, we can lot of methodologies are available. We can choose any one methodology to find the EA process. Methodology is nothing but to prediction of the environmental impact. So we can reduce the impact of the environment. So you should follow some methodologies like a checklist method, matrix method, then network method, then cost benefit analysis method. So these are the methods of environmental impact assessment. We can use any one methodology. You start the project, we can find the solution for the concerned projects.